I'm right out on the point here of a high place. It's a long way down. And you can still see the old snowmobile tracks on the ice out there. All the way down there. You know, the boat launch is down that way. I guess they're coming out of the boat launch. This is where I saw that herd of elk last time I was up here, and man, there's crap all over the place up here. They must like this spot. Wow. It's a nice view, that's for sure. They stand right out on the edge here too, looking out. I guess they're enjoying the view. Wow. It's a bit, yeah, you get the heebie-jeebie standing right here because it's straight down, my goodness. Yeah. You don't want to trip, that's for sure. See it on the news all the time, people standing out on points like this and they fall. You know, it's a bit disorienting when you're looking through a camera and you're trying to balance yourself on a point like this. So I can see how they do it. You have to be really, really careful. I'm not going to risk my life just to get a picture or a video, that's for sure. I've still been looking at drones. Like I was thinking about getting a drone, like for my hikes, because I can get some pretty good perspectives using a drone. The prices are coming down a bit for the small drones. You know, the ones that fold up. That's the kind I'd like. Some of them were just crap, but they're, of course, like everything else, as time goes by, they get better and better and cheaper. So, you know, you can get a fairly decent one, $200-300 right now. They'll probably go down even more. But I'm watching a couple on eBay right now. There's one called Adobe drone that I'm watching, and there's one called a Wingsland drone. The problem with the Wingsland, I don't know if the Adobe's the same, but the problem with the Wingsland is that it has a fixed camera and you can't change where it points. It points in one direction only, and you can't change that. A lot of the drones, you know, have what they call a gimbal, and you can change the direction of the camera. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. Haven't pulled the trigger yet. I might not. Just one day I'll say, oh yeah, maybe I'll go for that one. It'd be nice to have. But I'm not going to pay too much for one. Like everything I buy, I don't pay too much. Has to be reasonable. I see some seagulls flying out there. Yep, they're all back. And actually I heard some, I saw a couple of sandhill cranes the other day when I was driving. They were flying. And I just heard a couple of sandhill cranes now when I was up here. So they're back too. Yep. Wow, it's so deafeningly quiet up here today. Right down there, for anybody who used to work here at the Stanrock mine site, that's where the town site used to be, right there. Yeah, not much sign of a town site anymore, but if you go down there, there are a few things you can see, like the remains of an old pump house, which was probably part of what they called a utilidor system. That's what they used to bring in fresh water and get rid of the waste. And yeah, they pumped it right back into the lake back then. So that wouldn't be allowed now, but they did a lot of things back then that have since been outlawed. Like a lot of things, you know. I mean, back then it was what they did, you know. That was back then. Now we're not allowed to do that. But, you know, I'm not one for making laws and banning things. And I realize the need for it. But, you know, people don't take into account how much it restricts freedom, you know. And that's a very important thing to me, freedom. That's probably why I stayed single all these years, you know, because freedom and the ability to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it is very important to me. And that's what I've been doing for the last, almost 13 years since I've been retired. But even before that I did it, but especially now when I've got more free time. Free time, yeah, see, freedom. Anyways, yeah, it's nice. It's nice to, you know, hear about and read about and see pictures from the old days too. You know what these places looked like when the mines were operating. You know, there were houses down there. There were big houses down there with garages and everything. Yeah, right in that spot there. It's all gone now. It's all been cleaned up, and they did a really good job of cleaning these places up. Of course, now there's a lot of regulation and the government oversight. You know, they don't let anything slip by in these kind of places. You got to clean them up. Anyways, yeah, nice, very nice, very nice. All we needed now was blue sky, but we didn't get it today. So you got to take what we can get.